began in the frozen winter of 1803. In the shadow of Hammersmith Church, a phantom was said to prowl the graveyard, tall, cloaked and glowing white. The story spread quickly through taverns and markets. Witnesses swore the figure could drift through walls and disappear in plain sight. Others claimed it would seize the arm of a passer-by with a grip so cold it felt like the grave itself. And this fear wasn't confined to only the superstitious. Shopkeepers locked up early, travellers avoided the churchyard after dark. Even the parish constables, firm, upstanding members of the law, walked in pairs. By December, men were carrying pistols, clubs, or other makeshift weapons simply to fetch water from the pump. What no one could agree on was what or who this ghost was. Some whispered it was a restless spirit of a man who had taken his own life and had been buried in the consecrated ground. Others said it was a prankster, or worse, a criminal, using a disguise to terrify victims before robbing them. Whatever the truth, the streets of Hammersmith, London, were gripped by a kind of fever. On the night of January the 3rd, 1804, that fever broke. Francis Smith, an off-duty excise officer, resolved to rid the neighbourhood of its phantom menace once and for all. Not fully understanding that ghosts lack a physical form, I blame the education system at the time, he decided to arm himself with a musket. He lit his lantern and set off into the frostbitten dark. His route took him down Black Lion Lane, a narrow stretch where the ghost had been sighted so many times. The fog was heavy that night, clinging to the air like damp wool. And then, movement. A pale figure emerged from the gloom. No greeting, no explanation, just a silent, spectral shape in white. Smith called out, ordering it to stop. Being an apparition from another realm of existence, the figure kept coming. He raised his musket, pulled the trigger, and, surprisingly, the ghost fell to the ground with a cry. I think you know where this is going. When Smith stepped forward, his lantern revealed the truth. This was no spirit. It was Thomas Millwood, a local bricklayer, still wearing his white work trousers, linen shirt, and apron from the day's labour. Clothes that, in the darkness and fog, might easily be mistaken for a shroud. Smith had capped an innocent man. The case went to trial, and Smith was found guilty of the Big M. His sentence? Death by hanging, which was later commuted to 1 year in prison. But the legal question lingered. Could the fear of a supernatural ever justify lethal force? The end. Not quite. This is the strangest part. The ghost sightings didn't end. In fact, they spread, first to neighbouring streets and then to other parts of London. Several eyewitnesses swore they saw the same tall white figure after Millwood's death, moving silently through the night. Some wondered if the ghost had been real all along, and that Millwood had simply been in the wrong place at the wrong time. So what do you think? Was this a real ghost, or simply mass hysteria?